everyone, and welcome back to another weekend episode of Cooking with Mary Sue. Well, today, before we get started, and at the end, I hope everybody hits that like and subscribe and share. I like to remind everybody in the beginning, because usually by the end of the recipe, I might not think about it. So I just ask you now and get it out of the way. If I think about it, I'll mention it again at the end. Down below, you find links to my other channel, which is CCQ Knickknacks, where I showcase items that I buy at thrift stores to resell on eBay. There'll be a link to my eBay store at the bottom, and a link to my husband's channel, Brother Claude Reflects. He does video once a week on Fridays usually. I do my reselling probably once a week when I don't get too busy, but I'm pretty good stickler about doing my recipes every weekend. I usually do them on Saturday or Sunday and try and have them uploaded by Sunday night or Monday morning. Okay? And also, before we get started, look right over here. I like to remind everybody about my book I had published a few months ago in December. Get a good, nice view of it there. Okay. Now, my husband's video Friday, he showcased, he's doing this little sermon. We got to show everybody Miss Kitty. Now, this book is based on a real kitty, our own little kitty. She lives outside. We have some indoor cats, and she's our outdoor cat. Okay. This is called Awesome Adventures of Miss Kitty and Her Woodland Friends. So yes, there really is a Miss Kitty. And if you go look at his video, you'll get to see a peek at her. This book is now available on Amazon, it's on eBay, it's on Barnes & Noble, and it's in hardback, or no, softback right now. But they are working on an ebook. That'll be out a few more weeks probably, the ebook. But personally, I prefer a nice book to hold in my hands while I'm reading it. It's just something about holding the book. Okay. Today we're going to be playing with the air fryer again. Last week I used the air fryer and had so much fun I decided to use it again. Now this is something I've made meatballs before, but not in an air fryer. But I have heard that they come out really nice, and we're going to see how they come out. Okay. This has to be on 390. My air fryer doesn't preheat to begin with, like some do. It's made a little different. I have to turn it on when I get ready to cook, so I'll do that in just a little bit. I will spray the insides, just a little bit of spray. Use very, very little oil or anything in a fryer. In fact, you can put, what is it called, parchment paper in here if you want to, instead of this. But I'm just going to spray it a little bit, and that's it. That's what's so nice about air fryers. A lot less grease, a lot less fat and grease in your body going in, eating it. And it's also easy to use. Anything you cook in the oven, you can cook it in an air fryer. You can even bake a cake in it. I've done steaks in it, fried chicken, what else? French fries. I haven't tried a cake yet, but I will try a cake in it later sometime. Okay, today I'm going to make, like I said, meatballs. Starting off with 1 pound of ground chuck. You can use any type of beef, ground chuck, lean. I like ground chuck. It just holds together nice, and it's a little bit more lean, a little less fat in it. Or you can use turkey, ground chicken, pork, any type of meatballs you like. These are going to be kind of small size, medium size. I'm planning to have them for supper night. My husband loves meatball sandwiches, so he's going to have a meatball sandwich for supper tonight. This 1 pound will be enough for tonight and maybe a sandwich tomorrow. Now, how many I make just depends on how big I make them. And you can't roll them out to your hand. I do that sometimes, but today I want them to be nice and precise and nice and neat looking. So I'm going to use ice cream scoop. I have 3 sizes: large, medium, and tiny. So if I wanted just to not too many meatballs, I'd use the big size. Or if I wanted a whole bunch, I'd use the tiny ones. But I'm going to go with the medium size. I think the medium size would be just right size to put on a sandwich. Also, if you want more meatballs, like for a family, just increase your recipe. Use 2 pounds or more if you want a lot of meatballs. Well, I'm just making enough for us to have for a few meals, and that's it. Okay, I have my egg here. I'm going to put some spices in it, like some onion, some bell pepper. You always want to hold it together with the egg and breadcrumbs. If you don't have breadcrumbs, you can use oatmeal or cereal like cornflakes. Anything like that helps it bind together, helps it stick together while it's cooking. And I'm going to put in some Parmesan cheese for flavor, a little Worcester, and I'm going to make it a little bit spicy by putting just a little bit of chili powder in it. A little salt and pepper. And you notice I've got gloves on. You can do these with your bare hands, but it gets awful messy, and I don't like getting all that gooey stuff on my rings and stuff. So, and it's a little more sanitary using gloves. You don't want to spread the bacteria that's in the meat into other areas of the kitchen. So I just use the gloves, pull them off, rinse my hands, and that's it, I'm done. And at the end, how can you tell your meatball's really done? I have a meat thermometer here. If you want it just medium done, or like medium rare, just 140 is where it still looks a little pink inside. But my husband always likes his meat to be well done. So to be well done, you need at least 160 to 165. I'll probably go at least 165 just to make sure it's nice and done inside. Okay, I have all this here. I'm going to put my egg in it. Okay, that's over there. Let's see. That's about a half cup, at least a half cup of onion, diced onion. You can put more or less, depending on how much you want to flavor it. Okay. I'm going to put my bell pepper in it. Okay. Let's see. Here's the quarter cup of breadcrumbs. You can use Italian flavor or plain, either one. I'm going to put a teaspoon of chili powder. Give just a little bit of spice. I'm going to put my salt, teaspoon of salt. And about a quarter teaspoon of pepper. There. And a teaspoon of Worcester sauce. Ooh, that just goes everywhere. Okay, that's about it on that. Now just go, oh, the cheese. Like I said, this is a half cup of Parmesan cheese. There. Now, there's all my ingredients right there. Now comes the gooey part. You want to get this all bound together. Don't drop my meat out. You just keep squishing around, going around, squish, 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 until it's all together. You don't want to over mix it though. Be careful about over mixing. Just mix it enough to get all the ingredients combined. Now when you roll these out in your hand, sometimes there's two ways to do it. You can roll the meatball, once you roll it in the ball, you can roll it in some flour. That makes it a little more crunchy while it's cooking on the outside. Or you can not roll it in flour. I'm going to do one of each, just to see how they come out differently. Kind of compare them that way. They're going to cook on 390 in the air fryer for about 14 minutes at least. 14 to 15. I want to make sure all that stuff is all through it. I don't want all my ingredients on one part of the beef and not the other part. You want to make sure you got the flavor all through it. There. Now that combined nice. There's no liquid left. Everything's all together. Oh, it smells good too. It smells great. Let me roll it over once more. Make sure I got the bottom part covered with the ingredients. This is kind of like making a meatloaf. I love making meatloaf. I may try meatloaf in my air fryer one time. My husband likes meatloaf, but he doesn't like it if you use, he doesn't like the meatloaf packaged mixes, dry mix. He likes it like this with the real onion, bell pepper, and already seasoning in it. Just tastes more authentic that way. Okay. It's a good combination there. See? Now I'm going to take my medium size. Yep, I did say I want to use my ingredients stay in there, they're falling out. Okay. I'm going to take the medium size and hope this works here. That's a little too much there. Hey, I found out. My hands are sliding off the handle of this almost. Yeah, that's a good little round ball of it there. Kind of just roll it in your hand. Make a nice little ball. Now the first one I'm going to put in the flour. And it would be my tester with the flour. And I'll do some with and some without the flour. And we'll see which we like best. Okay, put that one there. I'm going to roll them all out before I put them in my fryer there. Mainly because I don't want to touch my fryer with my gooey hands. And I can't take my gloves off until I get through rolling them all out. I'm going to do several like this in the flour. Kind of mashing it together, making sure it stays together. A nice little ball there. Using my little scoop there kind of makes these uniform. I want them all about the same size. I don't want one to be bigger than the other if I can help it. I'm going to make some over here. This is without the flour. These are without the flour. And those have the flour on it. I have to make sure you can see everything in the camera there. It's hard to angle that camera just right where it shows what I'm doing down here and it shows me also. Feels like a good consistency. I'm going to get a little bit more than I thought I would out of this. These little ice cream scoops come in handy for different things besides ice cream. I put this one in the flour here. I'm going to get, looks like I might get, I'm number 6 now. Yeah, I never did like getting all this gooey stuff on my hands that much. It's kind of hard to get it all washed off. Your hands feel gooey for a while and greasy. Get stuck under your fingernails. It gets all in your rings and jewelry. Ugh. I just rather be nice and neat and use the glove here and just toss it in the garbage. Okay, this is number 7 already. I have to cook these in batches. Let's see, I think I could probably get at least 4 in there at one time. This is number 8 here. Yeah, there's all kinds of little things you can do with the air fryer. They come in really handy. Like I said, I love gadgets. All kinds of kitchen gadgets. You might call me the queen of kitchen gadgets. My husband says I have too many. I say I don't have enough. Can't ever have enough kitchen gadgets. Number 5 on that one. You gotta do one more in the flour. I might get, let's see, I might get almost a dozen out here, maybe. Okay, put this one in the flour. If any of you tried my recipes, let me know. Leave me some comments below if you tried some, or if you want to give me some ideas for recipes. I'm open to suggestions. I'm always trying to think what to make for the next week. Okay, I have 10. Looks like we might come out with 11. I could do another tiny one here. Now I'll make this one a little big. We'll just have 11 here. That gets all of this up. This last should be kind of big one. It's going to be a big one. smells good in there. I can smell that Worcestershire sauce, the chili powder, the cheese. Okay, so we had 11. If I made some of those a little small, I may have got a dozen, but 11's okay. I'm happy with that. Okay, peel my gloves off inside out. There, my hands are clean, good. Now we can continue. I'm going to put some of each in here. I'm going to put 2 with the flour and 2 without the flour. I could put a little more than that. I think it'll hold 6. Yeah, I've got 6 in there cooking, 3 of each. We're going to put it on 390 for 14 minutes. Okay, and then I'll check it with my thermometer, and we'll be right back soon. Well, we're back, and we're just about done. In that little bit of time while they were cooking, I had time to clean everything up, get rid of the mess. This is the first batch coming out. Let's see. If I push it back in, it continues cooking. It's down to 1 minute left. But really, I think they're done enough to take out. So I peeked down a few seconds ago. I'm going to go ahead and take them out now. As soon as I pull this out, it stops automatically. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to put it on a plate. Got my thermometer here. And let's see what it says. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, they're way past done. They're done. And they're nice and juicy and tender. And these cooked all the way up to, whoa, wait. One says 200 degrees. They're well done. They're past 165 for sure. Got my little tongs here. I don't know what these are for. These used to be my grandmother's, and she used them all the time for, let me see, she used them usually to pick out corn, cooking ears of corn and water. She picked the corn up with these, but they come in handy for all kinds of things. I'm going to use them for these, for the meatballs. Ooh, they look nice and crunchy. They're well done. Oh, golden brown. I like them that kind of a dark golden brown, but they are done. I can't tell a whole lot of difference between the ones with the flour and without the flour, really. They both look crunchy and well done. I'm going to put the other ones in here now to cook for another about, I might cook a little bit less time. Those cook well done in 14 minutes. I think they'll cook good in 12 minutes because it is on 390. I'll get turn the heat down a little bit to 380. But that 390 at 14 minutes did fine. I got 5 more to put in here. Okay. I'll set them. And they absolutely smell scrumptious. I'm going to eat one now as soon as it cools down just a teensy bit. Okay. I'll reset that. Back up to 390. I'm going to go down. I'm going to do 13 minutes on that second batch. But you see there, it came out perfect. Fresh homemade meatballs, golden brown. Oh, they smell scrumptious. I want to eat one as soon as I can. Okay, you're not done yet. I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay. Like I said, you can cook almost anything in an air fryer that you can cook in an oven. Air fryer does just as nice. Uses less grease, less time, and in the summertime it's good to use because it doesn't heat up your whole kitchen. In fact, this is on the outside, it's just barely warm. I can put my hand all over it, it's just barely warm. The heat stays inside, contained, very nice. Alright, that's enough promo for air fryer. They're not paying me to talk about it anyway. But that's it for today, for this weekend. Bye, Kathy. I'll talk to you later. And Lynn and everybody else out there that watches me, and Mary Jo and Claude. Y'all have a nice week. God bless. I'll see y'all next weekend.